Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. After several months of network provisioning, testing, and training, text to 911 is now available in every primary public safety answering point in Northeast Texas, according to David Ray, Communications Administrator for the Hopkins County Sheriff's Office. Texas counties in the ArcTex Council of Government participating in the program include Bowie, Cass, Delta, Franklin, Hopkins, Lamar, Morris, Red River, and Titus counties. Texting allows 911 alerts to be sent to emergency response when no one can call. A video found on KSSTradio.com illustrates the use of the texting system. There is no restriction on what can be included in the texting, with some exceptions. No group messages, no photos or videos, no emojis, just simple language giving location first. Using an account at a Sulphur Springs bank, a woman who split her time between Hawkins, Texas and Los Angeles, California, made unauthorized transfers from 3 businesses for which she served as comptroller. Linda Sue, using the name Linda Perkins, had pled guilty to embezzlement in 2 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of money laundering in June of this year, and has now been sentenced to 80 months in federal prison, and, in an agreement with the U.S. Attorney's Office, will make restitution to her victims. The money embezzled has been used to pay contractors who built her home in Wood County. Over $1.8 million had been embezzled during the time she controlled accounts for the 3 companies. She made wire transfers between accounts and other bank accounts that she controlled, including 1 bank account at City National Bank in Sulphur Springs. Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m., the annual Sulphur Springs Symphony League auction begins on KSST Radio, KSSTradio.com stream, Suddenlink Cable Channel 18, and KSST's YouTube channel. The auction is a fundraiser for the local Symphony League. The league produces the Independence Day concert and other musical events. Among the items on the auction block this year, 2 tickets to the December 22nd Trans-Siberian Orchestra at AT&T Stadium, a Texas barbecue dinner for 20 catered by Bodacious Barbecue, with league members serving as doing the serving at the barbecue, a night at the Warwick Melrose in Dallas, including breakfast for 2, a carriage ride through Highland Park to enjoy Christmas lights, and much more. Members of the Symphony League will be answering bid calls beginning 5 p.m. Saturday here on Channel 18.
Rodeo finals are in town. That's Cinch United Finals Rodeo, or UPRA, United Professional Rodeo Association, holding their finals in Hopkins County in the fall for the past 30-plus years. Now, who will be crowned Miss UPRA and Miss Teen UPRA? We will find out by Saturday night's performance, but let us meet the queens and contestants this morning on our KSST interview time.
I am Bobby Loran, your 2018 Miss UPRA, and I am representing the United Professional Rodeo Association.
Who were you crowned by before that?
Last year, on November 17th, I was crowned by Josie Neal, who was the 2017 Miss UPRA.
Okay. And so where do you come from?
I come from Scotland, Texas. It's a little small town south of Wichita Falls.
Okay. Did you represent a rodeo outfit there?
Yes, I held several local titles. I was the Archer County Junior Queen and the Clay County Pioneer Rodeo Queen. Okay,
wonderful. And it's been quite a ride, I'd say.
It really has. I've been to over 7 states, traveled over 21,777 miles, and I've made over 121 appearances. And I couldn't have imagined it to be any better than it was. It was literally a dream come true. I've had such a great time this year, and I've met so many amazing people. It's been such a blessing.
And what one thing do you think influenced you to want to pursue this when you were younger?
Just the way that I saw other girls rodeo queen. The first time that I ever saw a rodeo queen was when I saw Josie Cleveland, which was a hometown rodeo queen from my neck of the woods. And I saw her race around the arena in this big old satin shirt and sparkles were everywhere. And I was like, Mom, that's what I want to be. So she definitely instilled that dream in me, and now I'm just living it out for myself.
What do you want to do if you could wave your magic wand? What would you like to see happen for you in the next few years?
Oh, man. Survive college.
Okay. Where do you plan to go?
Well, right now I am attending Midwestern State University to get a master's in business and marketing. So, yeah, I would just wave my magic all over that and say straight A's.
Okay, well, good. Best of luck to you. And we're going to meet you. Who are you?
I'm Dixie Tab, the 2018 Miss Teen UPRA.
Okay, and so where do you come from?
I live in Bogota, Texas, which is just, it's up there, and it's very
up there,
small.
up there to the north. What do you like to do best? I know you probably go to school, public school.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you have horses.
Yes.
So do you practice a lot? Do you practice barrels or do you practice pattern?
I do. I practice, I ride my barrel horse almost every day, and then I ride other horses often through the weeks.
So it's part of your lifestyle.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, we're going to, and so what do you think you'd like to do after this year? What do you like to see happen for you?
Well, I'm going on to Texas Junior High, and I'm going to run there for the Princess, and I hope that I win. So.
Okay, we do too. We hope you win, Dixie. We're going to start with our contestants back here on this side. And is this Cheyenne?
Yes, ma'am.
Cheyenne, talk loud and tell us about yourself.
Well, I am 14 years old, and I live in Crum, Texas. My horse's name is Holly, and she is pregnant. And I'm super excited for her baby.
Okay. Do you ride a lot? Do you have that in your lifestyle?
Yes, I love riding. And I ride several different horses because Holly, she's getting slower, and she's going to have her baby soon. So I ride different horses.
Okay. So what would you like to see happen in your life or maybe your college direction? Tell us something about that.
I just want a rodeo right now. Like, I want to be successful in rodeo.
Okay. Well, we want you to, too. We hope to keep seeing you come back here.
Thank you.
We have Colleen Crumpton next.
Yes, ma'am. My name's Colleen Crumpton. I'm 20 years old. I'm from DeKalb, Texas, and I am Miss Naples Rodeo.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your journey to receive this crown that you have currently, and now you're running for Miss UPRA.
Yes, ma'am. I ran for Naples once before, and I come up just a little short, and I love that organization there, and I love the people that run it, and I'm very close with the Queen Director, so I gave it one more shot. I went and had a pageant coach, went and got a little bit of help, and ended up winning it, so I decided to bring it on to here.
A pageant coach.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, okay. Do any of the others of you have that kind of in mind? Okay.
Yes, we do.
That's just great. We're very proud of you and wishing you good luck.
Thank you.
Let's talk to Leslie.
My name is Leslie Henderson. I am from Vanina, Oklahoma. I'm currently a senior at Southeastern, which is in Durant, Oklahoma. I'm getting my bachelor's in occupational safety and health, and then I will be going to Texas A&M for dental hygiene after I graduate in May. I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay, wonderful. And so you hope to take the crown of Miss UPRA.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about your horse, about your riding experiences.
I have always had horses since I was little. My parents own a ranch, so I've always been involved in the rodeo life. My dad was a team roper, and my mom was a barrel racer, so it's kind of just bled into me. My sister actually is a calf roper too, so I compete in barrel racing, breakaway, and team roping sometimes, and then I currently do this rodeo queening, I guess you would say. As it like that.
Do you
be
have
an ambassador? How about that for the sport of rodeo?
Sure. Okay. Do you have any crowns in your heritage, your family history?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you'll be the first then, maybe. Back here is McKenna.
Yes, ma'am. My name is McKenna Weiler. I'm 17 years old, and I'm from Mount Vernon, Texas.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your love for being on horseback or rodeo.
Well, my story's the same as Leslie's. sort of. I am kind of bled into rodeo. My parents rode. My mom does barrels. My little brother. My dad used to ride bulls.
Okay. What would you like to see happen for yourself in the future?
In the future, I plan to go to Tarleton State University in Stephenville, Texas, and get my BSN to become an RN.
Okay, so you have that picked out. Okay, let us talk to Rhiannon.
Yes, ma'am.
Kind of lean toward the mic so we can hear you well. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Rhiannon Kladowski. I'm from Pilot Point, Texas. I'm 16 as of yesterday, and I'm representing Champion Rodeo Company here.
Okay. What about your riding? What about your horse?
I started riding when I was about 10 years old, kind of as a hobby, and then one day I went out to see a new barn to ride, and we pulled up, and I was like, that's a beautiful horse, and my mom said, good, because that's your horse, and I kind of got into it that way, and then about 3 years ago, I got my first barrel horse, and I've been using her ever since. She's my reining horse, she's my barrel horse, she's my pole horse. Her name is Sunshine, and I wouldn't trade her for the world.
Okay. Will we see her at the rodeo?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you were not even a horse owner when you started with your love for riding?
No, ma'am. I rode for 2 years before I owned a horse myself. I used to take lessons out on kind of like a tiny little plot in the middle of a neighborhood for about a year. And then finally I was like, listen, I need to do this more often, so I need a ride of my own.
That's great. And what is your age?
I'm 16.
Okay. You are running for Miss Teen UPRA.
Yes, ma'am.
You and Ch.18, is that
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Okay. And you three are Miss UPRA contestants.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we have a little bit more time to talk, and so I know that this lady back here, is she back there?
Yeah.
Linda?
Yeah, she's back there.
What kind of support does she give for y'all?
Amazing support.
Oh, amazing.
Who has something to tell about Linda Chase?
Let me think of a good one.
I can tell you her nickname.
Okay.
Right, so when I was teen, 2013, and so I was really short when I won. By the time I gave it up, I've probably grown 6-7 inches. So when I put my arm out, she's like right under my arm, so she's my little headrest. So she's my little minion.
Okay. Anyone else with a story about what all you've been doing and who has helped and influenced you on your way along?
I honestly think there's like 12 Lindas, because if you're ever somewhere at the rodeo, Linda is also there.
She is there.
We're on our horseback. She's in the alleyway. We're selling tickets. She's right there with tickets for us to sell. We're getting ready for our gowns. She's there making sure anybody needs to be zipped up. She is a million places at once and like a little pinball machine. I don't know how she
I know, not only is she everywhere, she's such a good mama bear. She watches out for her girls and keeps us in line. Yeah, this year she was our trouble coordinator, and Dixie and I call ourselves Trouble 1 and Trouble 2. So yeah, she has a big job with the two redheads this year.
Okay, and we do have two redheads, Miss UPRA, who is Bobby Loran, and Miss Teen UPRA, Dixie Tab. Let's see if we have any more time left. We do, just a little bit more time. So someone who has influenced you, someone who has been a special help or very close and dear, helped you on your way. It could be a parent, somebody along the way that did something special for you.
Grace Mentor helped me a lot with my first year being the North Texas Fair and Rodeo Princess. She helped me a lot. I spent a lot of time with her.
Okay. And that's from around, where are you from?
I'm from Crum, Texas, but she lives in Wichita Fall, Texas.
Okay.
And she is your current reigning Miss Texas Teen.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Anybody else or someone you look up to who already is wearing a crown?
Okay, so, well, hang on. Okay, so, it was when my sister first won the teen title. Ever since then, I wanted to run for the teen title. I was going to run for the teen title no matter what. And so my sister's just always, been there, and I don't know, she's just always there. And she set a big, high bar for me. Mm-hmm. And so now I've accomplished it, and now I'm going to go run for the Miss title in about 4 years. So.
Okay, so that's...
You got somebody coming up behind you.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I have my little sister that's going to come up too.
Okay, and tell me your big sister's name.
Maggie Richardson.
Maggie, and then Ronnie is coming along behind. Is that right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, a heritage legacy of queens in your family, or queen contestants. Well, we're almost out of time, I hate to say, but how about giving us an invitation to come to the rodeo?
Yes, so we have our rodeo performances starting nightly this weekend at 7 p.m., but get there early so you can get you a seat. And at the rodeo, you're going to see the best of the best cowboys and cowgirls compete for their share of almost $300,000. This is going to be outstanding rodeo action, so be there and do not miss it.
Okay. Some particular names that we might see tonight?
Yes, so we actually have the 17-time world champion, Miss J.J. Hampton. She is a breakaway roper, and she's outstanding. So she's definitely one you'd like to see. And we have the all-around cowboy right now, which is Mr. Peyton Bray. So he's pretty amazing to watch. We got to watch him team rope last night, so I'm looking forward to watching them perform tonight as well.
Okay.
And y'all should too. It's going to be a great show.
I agree. Thank you all for coming in this morning, and we will be looking for you in the arena at the rodeo.
All right. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Here's Don Julian with sports.
The Wildcats football team saw their season end in a 41-14 by-district loss to Frisco at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco on Thursday night. The Wildcats end the season with a 6-4 record. They lost 4 of their last 5 games after opening the season 5-0. Against Frisco, the Wildcats hung around relatively close for 3 quarters before Frisco put the game away in the 4th quarter. Frisco scored 2 second-quarter touchdowns to take a 13-0 lead into halftime. The Wildcats actually gained more yardage in the first half than Frisco, but the Wildcats had 2 drives that stalled down around the Frisco 20-yard line. The 3rd quarter opened with promise for the Wildcats as they scored on a 74-yard pass and run from quarterback DeCorian Young to receiver Austin Dodd. Wildcats trailed only 13-7 early in the 3rd quarter. Then the Wildcats defense forced Frisco to punt, but with a chance to tie or go ahead, the Wildcats were unable to move and they had to punt. A Frisco touchdown pushed the lead back to 20-7. Late in the 3rd quarter, the Wildcats gambled on 4th and 1 from their own 29-yard line and came up short. In a productive 4th quarter, the Raccoons scored 3 times to increase their lead to 41-7. The Wildcats got a late score on a 47-yard touchdown pass from Young to Landry Tyson to make it 41-14, and that's the way it ended. The game marked the final contest for 32 Wildcats seniors. Well, Friday was the 2nd day of the 3-day Saltillo Varsity Girls Basketball Tournament, and pool play continued. In some Friday games, Chisholm defeated Chess 63-29. Prairieland topped Clarksville 52-46. Bullard downed Chisholm 65-26, and Quinlan Ford defeated Clarksville 60-43. The Saltillo Lady Lions had 2 more games scheduled Friday against Chess and also McLeod. Saltillo opened the tournament on Thursday by defeating Chisholm 34-18, and they also faced Bullard on Thursday night. After pool play concludes Friday, gold and silver bracket play will be taking place on Saturday. Gold and silver bracket spots will be determined by results in pool play.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.
Print. Hey, while we're waiting on the mission print, we've got a Bradley tote, a Vera Bradley tote.
It's that black and white tote right there.
It's $75 right now. The co-op gift certificate right now is at $60. So that next. This really nice vacuum cleaner is at $50. Whoops. vacuum cleaners at $60, Bob.
Okay.
Okay? This tumbler, donated by Everything Unique, right now is at $10. That sunflower photo by Lisa Tolliver.
Yeah, she really does.
Right now it's at $25 and it's at least $100 value. Okay?
Okay, now we're going to go back to the Mission Theater print at $50. No, we're good. Okay, Sarah Fox has that at $50. So we've already done that once. We're going to do it twice. Huh? No, we can take a bit of it. We're okay on that. Okay. All right, Mission Theater print from Mike Elliott is sold to Sarah Fox for $50.
All right.
Thank you, Sarah. All right, that paperwork I'll get. Let's sell the Farmers Co-op. Joe Price has bid $60 on that $50 gift certificate for the co-op. So,
something for them to be thinking about.
Yeah.
There is a handmade set of wooden dominoes.
I saw those.
Handmade by John Campbell. You ought to see them.
I saw those. They're really cool.
Some kind of African and curly maple wood. They are amazing.
They're really cool. I may have to.
So be looking at those, okay? They're down the aisle.
Co-op, 65 on the co-op. Okay. All right, tell them to keep it. We're getting ready to sell that. 65 on the gift certificate for the co-op.
Sunflower print.
Joe Price
is
will
at
need to
30.
call back in if he wants that.
The vacuum's at 75.
Okay, going once on the 65 on the gift certificate for Turkey Texas Farmers Co-op. Twice for the gift certificate. 65, 65, 65, let's see. 65.